So on my last deployment to Afghanistan, we had been targeting a suspected Al-Qaeda operative. I was shot, and it knocked me on the ground. I started hearing this gurgling sound, and I look at my right shoulder and my right arm, and there was just blood drenched down it. I was 22 years old when that happened, and I had basically about accepted the fact that I was going to die. I wouldn't be here without the investments that organizations like HJF have made into the field of military medicine.
Tourniquets are great devices and they work really well for bleeding in the arms and legs, but once you get into the abdomen and into the belly and into the chest, there's really nothing to press on. REBOA, or resuscitative endovascular balloon occlusion of the aorta, is really a procedure and a device, and it's designed to enable hemorrhage control in parts of the body that you can't otherwise access. And really, until the advent of this device, the only way to address it was to get the patient as quickly as you could into surgery to control bleeding. For profoundly injured trauma patients, the mortality rates have been stubborn and difficult to change. It's higher than most people think, 46%. And so everyone looks at that problem and realizes we really need to do something different to improve the care of these patients and prevent unnecessary death in both civilian and military trauma.
While it was, I think, natural for us as surgeons to develop the idea for REBOA, what was not so natural for us is getting our ideas from a whiteboard into prototypes and into then a commercializable device. And so organizations like HJF are a key point of leverage for these types of ideas to come out of the military and be licensed into civilian entities, whether that's garnering startup funds from private investment, expertise in regulatory realm, or whether it's just integrating with civilian academic partners. HJF and its tech transfer office provides a ton of wind in the sails for these types of projects that otherwise, I think, risk getting sort of stalled on the whiteboard. If we hadn't had that partnership, our idea for REBOA would have just been an interesting idea.
So when we first heard of this idea, our job at HJF was to take an idea and turn it into a reality. I met with Dr. Rasmussen. He wanted to make this device better. And so we worked together.
Moving from a first generation device to a second generation really happened at breakneck speed due to the collaboration between the Uniformed Services University, Pride Time, and HJF. We went from a list of potential improvements to a list of the most important improvements, to initial prototypes, to products that were tested in animals, to products that were FDA cleared in under a year, which is really a remarkable timeline for a medical device.
So at HJF, we are equipped and have well-oiled machinery ready to go, so that as soon as we hear some ideas, we're able to capitalize on that, and we're able to bring the best minds together and make that idea happen.
My motivation to pursue medicine as a career is directly because of what happened to me. And it all kind of boils down to just the second chance that was given to me. HJF's commitment to advancing military medicine and pushing the boundaries of what's possible in the pre-hospital environment. Those are the advancements and interventions like REBOA that save lives, and that's the sort of dedication to this field that saved my life.